Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So, look, guys, got to talk about it as this Trae Young, Patrick Beverley situation has turned back into Brandon Jennings versus Pat Bev. Somehow, Brandon Jennings, has come back in this situation and he went in on Patrick Beverley. I wasn't going to say anything about this video, but Pat has now responded to it on his podcast. And he's talking about the situation with Trae Young. He even asked his partner, did he say anything wrong? So we're going to get into all of that right now. Let's check it out.
24th is the last day, right?
Yeah.
Training camp starts.
I'll be waiting at midnight.
Mr. B, did they also have Big Macs and other Happy Meals and other things available for y'all in addition to the bread?
We'll be waiting at midnight. He better make that team. He should have signed with Houston.
You saying
Let's
why?
play. Let's play. Let's go. Let's play this.
Yeah, why can't he talk, man?
Let's
Why
give this nigga some more content. He like content.
But he an NBA player. He can't talk about this stuff?
About All-Star Weekend and why they not playing hard?
Yeah, why
How
can't
you
he
gonna
talk
talk
about
about an All-Star Weekend you ain't never been in? Come sit on the couch with me. Shut up. Don't talk about that shit. Come sit over here with us. Come sit over here with me and Nick and them. You ain't never been an All-Star. Don't talk about what it takes to be an All-Star. We missed that. We missed it. I missed it too. Come on. Come sit over here with us. Come talk shit with us. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
I know, Brandon, he's just trying to get someone riled up. His whole personality, the way he speaks, his energy is very different than it was in the beginning of the summer.
You ain't even average over 10. You a 10 and under dude, dog. Like, don't talk that with me, man. I'm not playing you one-on-one.
Come on, Pat. Make a team or come play us one-on-one. Get your podcast up. Come on, man. God damn. God damn.
I didn't feel any of that, rebuttaling with emotion, So I think he wants a response, and I'm not going to give it to him. He doesn't count.
Fair enough.
He doesn't count.
Yeah.
Everybody been dunking me. Now everyone wants to play. It's wild. It's the craziest thing in the world. But it comes with entertaining, and it comes with entertainment via social media.
Now, the next part that I want to show from the interview is Trae Young is going to ask Rome, did he say anything wrong about Trae Young when he was speaking his points about Trae being the one or the guard that's getting scored on the most and how his stats are inflated, talking about how he's made the playoffs more than Trae and all of that. Could he, Trae Young that is, take Pat's route and end up in the NBA? Could he have taken that hard road? And so his partner's going to give him feedback. Let's check that out.
I'm going to ask you, did anything I said was a lie or wrong? And I think you're a fair guy.
I mean, it's like you argued the points that you could win. You know what I mean? And he argued the points that he could win,
I never made it about me and him personally.
Though it did feel like that.
Yeah, but it was never that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you were here when I did the take. It all started because open run, me speaking about do All-Stars play hard in the All-Star game. And he said, let us speak for himself. Like, I wasn't even, talking to him. He came in and I ain't gonna say Bud interrupted, but he had something to say.
It's like an argument of era versus era, where the inverse of it's just never going to happen. We're never going to see era versus era. And I think that they're like, oh, well, you have to take a team to the playoffs. It's like, okay, well, I don't respectfully, like, it's not like you're going to just be like a 20, 30 point per game scorer right now and just take a team to the playoffs on your own.
But I've won playoff games.
Exactly.
Right. So, I get to the playoffs and, Giannis is out, Dame is out. We win against Indiana. Double-double. Actually, it's only me, Chris Paul, and John Stockton at 30-something years old.
That is a great point in your favor if you pull up that game.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that game was you in the playoffs.
OKC game one. Shit, every time we played OKC game one, like I've won plenty of games in the playoffs.
Now, as far as arguing points and taking positions that are favorable for them, anybody that's going to frame an argument is going to take a position favorable that makes them look like they're in the right. And so I think both had points. you could say, Trae Young probably couldn't have taken Pat Bev's path to the NBA, but you can also, in that same token, applaud Trae Young for not being in a situation, doing so much at an early age, playing for the right system in college to highlight his skills that, he worked hard on coming up the ranks and putting himself in position to go first, and or not first, but one of the top picks in the NBA draft. So you don't have to worry about that path. And when you're taking that high in the draft and you have like the name he had coming out of Oklahoma, an organization wants to build around you. So that's all he knows, as a player. I made a point in one of my earlier videos that sometimes role players last longer than guys who had the ball in their hand early in their career and were stars because of the many roles they have to fill to stay on the roster. Pat Bev, somebody could sign him right now. And if I'm the Knicks, considering the rivalry with Trae Young and all that the fans have, I would go pick up Patrick Beverley, to be able to, get in the game and try to guard, Trae Young and just create some electricity in the building and having a player like that because we know at times Brunson isn't capable defensively, whereas somebody like Patrick Beverley could get in there and get you some stops, especially in a late game situation where you might be up 2 points and you need a stop, to kind of close the game because they're going to hunt Brunson. But back to the point at hand, I think role players sometimes they last longer because they can do just that. When you kind of fizzle out from being the man like Trae Young, what is the back half of his career going to look like when he's not fast? And he's not the guy that's going to get 20 shots a game. That's something to think about. Players reinventing themselves all the time, and maybe Trae will do that. Maybe he won't. But that's one of the things Pat Bev was kind of speaking to. Uh, Trae's whole point was the pressure of the organization, whether they fail or not, is on him. That's never necessarily been on Patrick Beverley. While he's a great complimentary piece uh, and shows some leadership qualities in Minnesota that I don't even believe somebody like Trae Young would have been able to show, uh, I do think, what he was able to do with Atlanta that one year where they kind of pushed. I think that was the year Middleton was playing his best. Still had Drew Holiday. They pushed the Bucks to 6 games. Like I think that's still a pretty good feat, for his career. He just hadn't been able to duplicate that or sustain that level of success over the course of the years. But I have to give credit where credit is due with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.